Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, Ifako. You're all welcome to Ifako Radio, where you get the news as I went you. And you're welcome to the press review for this morning. My name is Olaniyi David, and here with me,
Benga from Good Morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Ifako.
So you're welcome to today's press review, which I will be starting with the Nation newspaper. The Nation newspaper, we have a major headline on the Nation newspaper today that says Nigeria projects 1 billion naira in trade investment from Japan summit. Tinubu vows to tackle underlying cause of terror. Nigeria participation at the ongoing Tokyo International Conference on African Development in Yokohama, Japan, is anchored on an ambitious mission to attract over $1 billion in trade and investment. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said he and his team aim to accelerate green innovation and industrial growth, expand opportunity for youth, and position the country as a heart and gateway to West African vast market. Noting the need for peace to attract investment, he vowed to tackle the underlying cause of terror and praise armed forces for their efforts. And you can see that our president is far away in Yokohama, in Japan, and I think it's a good one for Nigeria, whereby $1 billion is being projected to be inviting business and providing business opportunity, inviting investors to the country. And the president, I think he got it right this time around. I love it because because we all know that for foreign investors to come into a particular country or an independent state, there need to be peace. And wherever there is conflict, there's no investors that will come and put his hard-earned dollar or naira or penny into such economy. So I think we can say the president praising the armed forces for their bravery, for trying to maintain peace, most especially in the northern part, in the northeast, and of course in the north central of the country. But the president made it to know, if you read further, you can see that the president made it know that this cannot be done only by the Nigerian armed forces alone, but also by Nigerian himself. So that says that Nigerians also have a role to play by giving information to their appropriate quarters so that they will be able to strategize and, of course, ambush those people and brought them to book. Or what do you think about that?
So for me, this is a very good idea from the president, which is to at least enlighten the youth, because it's also putting the youth in place of the investment. So this is a very good one, like I said. And for me, so this, let me just say, is a very good one for us creating meaningful, purposeful, and fulfilling life for everyone in Nigeria. And the good citizen of Nigeria will always appreciate this.
Because $1 billion investment is a plus for the economy of this country. And that way, of course, the youth will be able to benefit. The women will also be able, and we, the men, will also be able to benefit. Because $1 billion investment in a peaceful country will also affect the country positively. I think is a very good one. So I think this is from the Nation newspaper.
Yeah, this is a very good one.
So which paper do you have there?
For me, on Punch newspaper, Lagos skit maker asked to death by suspected cultist. It says there was a panic in Lakwe community of the Beleki local government area of Lagos State after a skit maker identified simply as Austin was found dead with a machete cord. This is a very
sad
news.
Very sad.
And again, for me, the security aspect of Nigeria is very low for me. And well, the IGP and the police department are also trying, but still talking about courts, like courts is a very bad thing, and this is not giving a good look to read the citizen
Indeed, when
and
if I may check coming to that, we say that the skip maker is a youth that's trying
yes,
to have a living for themselves, and of course to project Nigeria and Lagos on the map. And now, what can we say is the cause? Is it we look at is it cultism, or is it out of jealousy, or is it that he has issues with some particular people? Well, that's a question for the security agency to unravel for Nigeria. Because if this could happen in Lakwa here in Lagos, so we can imagine what is happening to other skip makers. So we need to protect because our skip makers are also projecting Nigeria for good through the social media, and of course, they are also adding to the value, the economic value in the entertainment industry. So I will, from Ifako Radio, I think we should be able to appeal to the Inspector General of Police and the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State to make sure that they bring those people to book, or everybody, either a boy or a man or a girl or a woman, they should be brought to book, and Nigeria should be able to see their face, and they should serve the penalty that is due unto them. Because that is a very sad
adding to
in the
this,
entertainment industry.
the Austin himself will have had some kind of some kind of things between him and the courtist because they can't just enter into his apartment and
We can never can tell. I think we should leave that. I think we should leave that for the security agent to unravel that. So, so just like the way they said that in the TikTokers of today, the social media of today, they say allegedly, even though that word is not coined out of English language, but is now part of Nigerian English. So let us leave it at that, and I think the security agency will pass the message across to them. And I know that they will do the needful because we know they're diligent, they're active, and they're proactive to issues like this. And I know that the people that are involved will be brought to book. So that will take me to Daily Post. This is another sad one for our youth and for Nigeria. WAHEC bastardizing Nigerian education process. Stakeholders Road 2025 WASC outcome. Stakeholders in the education sector are still reacting to the recent result of the 2025 West African Senior School Certificate Examination WASC released by the West African Examination Council WAEC. Daily Post report that WAEC on August 4 released 2025 WASC result for school candidates. The West African Examination Council is pleased to inform candidates who sat for WASC for schools candidate 2025 that the result has officially been released today, Monday, August 4, 2025. WAEC stated. Daily Post report that out of the 1,969,313 candidates who sat for the examination, only 754,545 candidates representing 38.32% obtain credit and above a minimum of 5 subjects, including English, language, and mathematics. Meanwhile, recording in 2024, WASC 72.12% of candidates obtain credit and above in a minimum of 5 subjects, including English, language, and mathematics, which was a 33.8% decrease in performance. I think this is a very, very sad one in the education sector. And of course, among our youth, because we said that the youth are the vanguard or the leaders of tomorrow. And we know that the basic requirement to secure the admission to any higher institution in Nigeria today is O level. And WAEC is the umbrella body that governs the exam, is the umbrella body of this examination. And I think that the decline, 38, is too much. So what can we say is happening to our youth media?
because nowadays the youths and the teenagers as well because they're already
teenagers
they're
are the
writing
youth. Some of these, yes.
the white. So for me, now getting distracted about social media life and trying to like focus on someone else's story, focus on things that are not meant to be in part of their life. And what else again I will have to say is, for me, it's just like a poor performance and is not giving credit to their parents. And there's a lot to do in both the work officials and the parents as well to like give more give more room and more space for them to like read as excessively, for them to like know what they're doing and know where they're heading to in their career aspect.
But I think the parents will also take note that we should not be, we should not fail in our obligation to our children, because we understand that due to the economic situation of the country and through to business or work, we don't really give time to our words, to our children and in school. We've laid everything in the hands of the teachers, and we all forgotten that teachers are just guiding within a particular limited of time, which is between either 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and by extension maybe to 4 p.m. But we parents, we need to do more. We need to check on what our children, our world are doing after school, because just like how Benga said it, we can say that a lot of our worlds are distracted these days. But at the same time, there's also an allegation against WAEC himself that the first result that was released, they will say that they will have technical issue in such an umbrella body that comprises the entire West African continent. So in Nigeria, how would they have had technical issues that must have affected some student performance, most especially in mathematics and English language? I think WAEC also need to sit right and do things right accordingly. And of course, why the parent also should see to their work to see what they do after school and monitor them. And if they can even go extra mile to be able to log, yes, we know that we need to give our children our world's Android or iPhone so that they are tablets to be able to do their assignment, to be able to do their study, because we know there are some, but there are some educational sites that children could go to. So parents should be able to log the other side that you are referring to that distract them. They can even lock it and password it from their place of work, and will be able, and when they come back, no parents are tired, for people that work on the island, for people that work outside Lagos or outside their state, their own state. But whenever they are around, let them check the books of their work and they let them see what they're doing, and then they monitor them that the assignment given to them by their school, by the teachers, is being done accordingly. And I think with that, the children will be able to perform than what we have.
Also adding to that, because Nigerian parents, they are the first teacher to every child. And yes, there might be a glitch in the work officials for them to like collate the result and every other thing. And what, because I had there was a day when I was like trying to like walk down the street just to get some fresh air, and this mother had to like give his son, JSS3 student for that matter, give her son to like go and write the exam. I was not like, why will you do that? What are you trying to like inculcate into the child's life? Because I was so pissed off. I don't know what to say. I just had to like, let me just walk down to where I'm heading to.
So parents should stop the habit of helping their children to pass through the back door. It is not easy, and we know that we'll be talking about incompetency, and this gives room to incompetency. In fact, it gives incompetency in time of them delivering their deliverables in their place of work, in time of tasking, and even in their place of work or in their personal business, they will not be able to do it effectively, because so parents should desist from such acts. So, and this is coming from us from the Ifako Radio Press Review.
Still on point. No fund to stop and keep loans during school holidays. Nigerian Education Loan Fund on Thursday notes that the unkept loans disturbance now is strictly tied to the academic section of each institution. NELFund made this known in a statement signed by its Director of corporate communications, Osheyemi Oluwatuyi, in line with the directive, students shall all be entitled to keep loans for their current academic session upon the conclusion and the institution's academic year. So, talking about this, now fund for those who are trying, for those who came together to build this up, and please, I would say for those that can't afford the necessary stuff for them to like go to the next level of their own academic section. So I would just say they should just try at least bring out more loans for them to like just for them to meet their better standard in the academic section. So what are you going to talk about this?
I think the fund is very good. It's a good initiative from the government, from the federal government. I think parents and students should just take advantage of it. And we know that this summer holiday is the longest holiday. So I would also like to add that it's not only about schooling or going to extramural classes. They should take advantage of this though, but they should also then they want to learn skills in whatever form of skills that the child may be. But we all know that the white collar job is no longer there. So I'm an advocate of that. Those skills should be learned. So we should try. So students, parents, and students should take advantage of this learn fund that the federal government has put in place, which is a very valuable one from the federal government. So that's my submission on that. So, still on the Nation newspaper, I have this Edu federal government attracting foreign investment. I don't know why I'm picking foreign investment these days because I think foreign investment adds to our GDP as a nation, it had to be grown and it reduced people Nigeria from the labor market to be more productive and it make us more productive. So, the federal government attracting foreign investment. MD PepsiCo Food Nigeria, Felix Ewamadu, President, Middle East, North Africa, and Pakistan, and Ethiopia, Nigerian Food PepsiCo, Ahmed El-Sheikh, Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of Economy, Mr. Wale Edo, CEO Sub-Sahara Africa, PepsiCo, Paul Anderson, CEO and MD Sub-Sahara Africa Region, for DB World Mohammed Akauje, Minister at Lagos Film Facility Expansion. The investment of over $20 million into PepsiCo expanded snacks manufacturing facility, Cheetos in Lagos, in evidence that the federal government bold economy reform are beginning to yield results. Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edo, said yesterday. He noted that measures such as the removal of fuel subsidies and the unification of the foreign exchange market and market-based pricing through difficult and restored transparency, improve liquidity, and stabilize Nigeria microeconomy environment. Edo spoke during the inauguration of the $20 million US dollar facility, a project powered by global food and beverage giant PepsiCo. I think that is a very good one. And for PepsiCo to recognize Nigeria as a giant of Africa, because we know that, yes, the population is there in the land. And virtually the highest percentage of the population in Nigeria are the youth. And for them to come and invest to pour in $20 million US dollars to Nigeria to recognize it, I think is a very good one. And of course, that the Coordinated Minister of Economy, Mr. Wale Edo, also made it clear at the event yesterday, according to the Nation newspaper review that we do, according to the Nation newspaper, that the federal government economy policy have started yielding results. Vega, what do you think about that statement?
Well, it's a very good thing, like I said, this will give more enlightened awareness for every other one who wants to like build themselves up and give a better impact into the society, not just the society, Nigeria as a whole. So that I want to say about that. So on my own newspaper, I have Nigerian newspaper attend on Daily Post. Things you should know on Thursday morning, which is coming from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He says the Nigerian Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has placed a former group chief executive officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Mele Kyari, on its watch list over the ongoing probe into the $7.2 billion refineries turnaround maintenance sources. Said that investigating into the activities of the NNPCL during the period Kyari held sway, which an advanced stage last month after his close associates were arrested. Because this is a big money which is coming from the EFCC of the $7.2 billion. Like, I was only looking at the 7.2 billion. This is a lot of money. Like, this is a big money. Which
Huge.
We saw now to like
Maintenance that is meant to make that is crafted or budgeted for the maintenance of what? Of our refineries. So I think it's a very good one from the FCC. FCC, I think you're not standing tall, and you're doing your duty accordingly, as speculated by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. I think the federal government should also put a touchlight and bring, because they know that hearing will not be the only one to whisk such amount of money away, because 7.2 billion US dollar could get us a new refinery. So and now we're saying, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, we had that some of our refinery are still not working. Now we can now say the cause why our refineries are not working. Kaduna refinery, billions of dollars have been pumped into it. Port Harcourt refinery, billions of dollars have been pumped into it. Warri refinery, billions of dollars have been pumped. Yet we have not seen the significance and the positive impact why such huge amount of money have been budgeted, and yet we do not have the purpose. We do not achieve the purpose, and now we are now only relying on private refinery. And not that, I will also want to appeal to the FCC to also put the satellite on NNPC itself, to put the satellite on NNPC generally, so that the bad eggs here in NNPC will be fetched out and be brought to book. So that's from Ifako Radio. And now I'm going into politics on Daily Post. On Daily Post again, I have 2027 Obi Atiku Alliance, a threat to APC victory, party chieftain. A party chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Dominic Alaja, says a possible alliance between former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi could weaken the ruling party chances ahead of the 2027 general election. Alaja raised this concern on Wednesday when he was filing question in an interview on Politics Today, a program on Channels Television. Daily Post report that ahead of the 2027 poll, the opposition leader, including Atiku Obi, ex-Senate President David Mark, ex-Minister Ralph Aregbesola, and Rotimi Amaechi, and ex-Kaduna State Governor Nelson El-Rufai on July 2, 2025, adopted the African Democratic Congress, ADC, as their coalition platform to challenge President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the APC in the forthcoming 2027 presidential election. Now, the game has started, baby. Politics and politics have started. And I think that we know a coalition may be a strength, but a coalition without direction, without magnitude, without solidification, and without programs to convince Nigeria that, oh, this is our plan, this is our constitution, and I don't think such party will be able to have the day at the end in 2027, because coalition is not just you just bringing people, and when you bring in people, oh yeah, let us go and let's go to the race. No, you need to plan, because if you don't plan well, you will definitely fail. And then Nigerians see, okay, then Nigerians see, where is Peter Obi? Is Peter Obi in PDP? Is he in the ADC? No one can tell. We know officially the president Atiku, the vice president Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president, have officially resigned from PDP to ADC. So now they have a lot of things. And we know that even Malam Nasser El-Rufai, the former Kaduna State governor, also have resigned. Though we know that within 3-4 weeks, he moved into like 3 political parties now to ADC. And then we know that the former governor of Osun State and former minister Aregbesola moved from APC and stayed on his own and now moved to ADC. So, but the issue is that these people are coming from different ideologies. They have different ideology from different political parties. So, would their coalition be able to work? Yes, people are referring to the coalition of what have brought APC to power. That is in 2015. That brought Muhammadu Buhari, 2014. The 2014 or 2015 that brought President Muhammadu Buhari, now late, so to power. But there was a synergy between the political parties. Then they have direction, they've got mandate, and they brought everything to books, and they were able to communicate to Nigeria effectively. And when they were able to do that, so they were able to secure victory in 2015, and now they are still there. And we know the party that were involved, the ACN, the A faction of the AMPP, faction of the ABGA, and NPDP. They come together and form APC. So that coalition is a good thing, but they need to sit down and plan properly if you want to unseat the party, the ruling party of today. Which to me, well, even on level playing ground, I don't say, because we don't know the Achala. You need to let us know, where is Peter Obi? Is Peter Obi in ADC or in PDP or Labour Party, where he aspired from in 2023?
So, talking about that, coalition is a good thing, but where are the plan works? What are they talking about? What are they trying to like give to Nigeria now? What are they trying to manifest into Nigeria that will give Nigeria a brighter side of it? So that's on that. And for me, this is also coming from political Nigeria, which it says Peter Obi again. Peter Obi sent fresh message to federal government over plans to raise politicians' salary. Formerly president candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi has spotted the federal government plans to raise salaries of political office holders, describing the move as insensitive and unjustifiable given the country's current economic hardship. Under it, federal government through the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission (RMAFC) recently posed a salary increase for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima, minister and senators and other political leaders. Talking about this, increasing every public stakeholders salaries. Well, as far as for me, as far as they are giving us the needful and trying to like give us what we're entitled to be, how would I put it together? Because this is, if they are increasing their salary, also increase the GDP of Nigeria and increase the GNP, which is gross national happiness of each citizen. Because there are times where you have to like also raise people from other aspects, not just the circulation of the government alone or any public orders. That's what I would try and say.
Yes, you're talking about GDP and you're talking about GN, the gross national. So the issue is that you and I know that Nigeria is an importing nation. We are not producing, and we've not started exporting. And that have a great significance. Look at when Nigeria, I know Nigeria will be great again, but in those days according with what we study and what we learned, we can see where's the cardinal textile industry? It's no longer there. Where's the Aswani textile industry? Where's the railway? We've been pumping money into railway. The railway was effective at that time. There's no need, for example, there's no need for Dangote to get trucks. You use railway to distribute your fuel. To all, even to the far, to the north, and you get there on time. So we need to be a producing nation and we must be able to export. And that will affect the economy of the country positively. GDP and the GDP of the nation will increase. Now back to rising increase in political appointee pay. I think there's a school of thought. I would like the two school of thought that would say yes, and there will be another school of thought that said no. There is a no. And I think I would like to go into first with the no people. The no people are saying, and which I also want to agree with them, that with the present situation, economy of this country, it shouldn't be. Not that this is not the right time to increase the pay of the political office holder. But the school of thoughts that said yes, sometimes you will look at what they say, they also have their point. And the points that they are saying is that, oh, right, corruption, if you want corruption to reduce, you must increase public office holder, be it political, or the civil servants. So now, if we increase the pay of the political office holders, elected and appointed at the federal and the state, what happened to the civil servant that are doing the job? When the director is not proud to go with 600,000 naira in the state, when the food director in the federal government level cannot go with 800,000 naira as salary. And if you look at it, when it has come, okay, I've not been to Singapore, I've not been to Thailand, but I've listened to people that have been there. That when political appointees are appointed, they take them around like curriculum with the entire of their family, look at it, and that they are well paid. So because you are well paid, but if you find your hand in any muddy or any shady activity, you, your wife, your entire family will be wiped out because they are well paid. So it can, but it's not only about making the law. Let it be well implemented. Because when it's well implemented, everybody will sit right. So I think I will go with, okay, let us increase the pay of both the public office holder and the civil servant. That anybody that is now found wanting should be brought to book, not the type of book that they will send them to 6 months imprisonment. No. Let the penalty be more harder. And people now, me, if I'm being found wanting, Nigeria, we think people. So if they caught me in the area of corruption, myself, my wife, and my children will be executed. Everybody will sit right. But because if they are well paid, for example, if the council chairman, elected council chairman, is paid 2.5 million. If the state, if the civil servant in the state is being paid £1 million, and because I know, but the issue is that we are saying this, but with the economy, with our budget, with our income, be able to take this at the moment? I think those are the questions that remain, and other agency and body that increase salary that look into monetary, and of course the coordinating economy, Mr. Wale, they should all look into this. Would our present economy, with the present income and budget, be able to accept the increase at this point in time? So we should look into that. So on the Nation newspaper, this will be my last for today. Say 30 million social media accounts shut down. Wow. Leading global platforms Google, Microsoft, and TikTok have shut down and deactivated more than 13 million social media accounts, also taking down where 58.9 million content considered as obscene. The National Information Technology Development Agency (NIDA) said the measure was in line with the Nigerian Code of Practice for Online Platforms. The code highlights effort by social media platforms to mitigate online harm. So I think this is a good one, because so if you look at some of our content creators, some of the things that they posted even on the TikTok, on the Facebook, and of course on the social media, are nothing to write home about. So, and some even post violence. So are we trying to promote violence in our community, in our nation? Is it that what we are going through at the moment in as a country, most especially in the middle belt, and which is the north central, and of course in the northeast, in the north and north, even in our neighboring southwest, some of the southwest states have been affected. So I think even in the southeast, we know what the killing that is ongoing over there in the southeast. Talk less of the south side. The six geopolitical zones are going through one violence, going through one violence or the other. So I think to me is a good one, because it's in line of the code of conduct of NIDA for social media content creators. So our social content creators should look deep before, and they should screen whatever thing that they want to post to the people to see. So I think at this junction, do you still have any other thing?
Lastly, on Nigerian news, this is coming from Lil Kesh. Panic as armed robbers stabbed Lil Kesh during an attack in Lagos. Nigerian singer Keshiro Olalade, popularly known as Lil Kesh, has been involved in a robbery attack. Nigerian news. While details in the incident sketchy at the moment, neither the Kesh management nor the Lagos State Police Command has issued a statement regarding this incident. So all I would say is still on security aspect, which at least in every junction or in any street or any road, there should always be a police post. Just like one year in Father, there's always a police van which is trying to like make sure the environment is secure, make sure the people are secure, make sure the last man stands are also secure. But for me, I would have said like he should have released everything within him for him to like have a better living, or how would I put it? But for him to like be stabbed, maybe he might have been dragging with them or not.
Yeah, because when we look at it, the level of crime rate is increasing among the youth. And of course, we know the level, it happens everywhere, because I know that traffic in Lagos, I know about Lagos, I know the traffic in Lagos and in Abuja. And I know some other states too may be witnessing that. And we know it's happening in other West African and other African countries. So, but we're now trying to invite our police, our security agency, to take around to stay at every major junction, so that they will be able to monitor and get these boys that are doing this dirty thing, trying to. I remember that most especially even on the roads that is not undergoing rehabilitation, you see all these boys coming to hit the car, pick up laptop, pick up phones, You understand? Harass the women and the men, the drivers. I take money and run into the bush. I run into the nearby forest or uncompleted building. And you look to the left and to the right. The victim will look to the right and the right. There's no security agency that can help. So our security agency should look into this so that such occurrences will not happen again. So I think at this junction, so we will be ending today newspaper review on Ifako radio. So for you out there, so you can check on any news and any of the daily newspaper that suits you so that you can get more information. And of course, you can visit us on any of our social media. I mean, either on Ifako Radio, on Instagram, on Facebook, and WhatsApp, and of course, you can reach out to us at any point in time. And this Ifako Radio is open to you to come, and of course, if you have any information for us, you can reach us on that. Any latest news, you can reach us on any of our social handle, and you can also come over and make us your jingle. You can bring your jingle, your advert, so we'll be able to advertise your company and what you do. And if you have any information to come and give to us about your company, we are open, so you can reach us to us and any of our social media handle. So tomorrow is another day where we'll be having our press review. So we look forward to have you, our esteemed followers. And for those of you that are following us, please invite your friend to keep following us and share. So share all our content on our social media page, wherever social media you don't know. So we're looking forward to see you tomorrow. So before then, I want you to do what? Visit us on our social media page and be live with us and join us tomorrow at the same time. My name is Olaniyi David. So hope to see you tomorrow. And
Benga found me.
All right. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Your day rather, please.